Hey guys, Lawrence here from Unicorn Reviews. Now, a long time ago when smartwatches first came out, I actually bought a Moto 360, but you won't find that watch on this channel anywhere because I returned it after 2 days because I figured out that smartwatches were just basically a notification light on your wrist and it was completely pointless to even buy one, especially at the price they came in. But lately I actually have been using this one. This is the Senbono smartwatch. You can buy it on AliExpress or the Senbono Store. It's basically a $25 smartwatch, and actually when I got it, it was only $17, so you might want to look at the pricing because at this price, $25, this is like super cheap. Even if it was just a normal digital watch, it would still be really cheap. And it actually has quite a few really cool features. First of all, the packaging though. So it comes in this little box all the way from China or Russia, depending on where you want it to ship from. I didn't have to pay any import tax on it, so that was pretty cool for me because import tax can actually be pretty expensive. It actually comes in a really nice box. On the back it also says which technologies it supports. So you have your pedometer, so that's basically a step counter for those who don't know. You also get your calories, estimates of course, a heart rate monitor, blood pressure monitor. You can also push messages to it, so if you get a new Facebook notification or a new tweet, you can read it on the watch itself. Also, it tells you when you've been sitting too long, when you haven't drank in a while. Then also it comes with like sleep stuff and it monitors a bunch of stuff. It works on iOS and Android, so you need Android 4.4 or iOS 8.0. Pretty cool stuff for 25 euros. So then what is it actually like to use? Well, it doesn't come with Android Wear or the iOS for watches. No, so it comes with just a proprietary software. There's no way to really interact with it other than the app for this thing. And it's actually called Fondue Bracelet now. It actually says something else in the manual, but I guess you can expect that with Chinese stuff that you buy for cheap. So the watch design itself is actually a leather strap, really like it, and then it's just a glass watch. It's a bit small to me, it's a bit too elegant for my liking, it's maybe a bit too feminine looking, but I guess it works then if you're a male or a female or whatever in between, because nowadays we all have to be accepting and all that sort of stuff. And so basically the way it works is if you just flip it like this, it has gesture support. You have to do it quite, exaggerated for it to work, but then you can see the time, the date, your battery usage, and also whether or not you're connected to Bluetooth. And it's a single button design. So you just press the watch on the bottom section, then you can cycle through. So the first is your pedometer, and then you also get an estimate for how far you've been walking. So you get steps and distance. You also get calories burned, so it will also estimate how many calories you've been burning from walking around. You actually have to enter your weight and your length and your gender in the app to have that functionality. Moreover, you also have the heart rate monitor. Heart rate monitor for me, I'm a mountain biker. I have like professional heart rate monitor stuff, and it's not accurate at all. But it is some indication. Like mine is always about 20 beats per minute lower than it really is, which is worrying in some cases, but hey, it's some indication. And if you always use the same monitor, it doesn't really matter all that much because it's always an offset of like 20 beats per minute for me. The blood pressure, not sure what that actually does, how to read it, but it's there. And then what you also have is your sleep timer. So if you wear this thing while sleeping, it'll tell you how long you've been sleeping for. That's pretty cool. And then also a temperature range. Now, really weird thing with this temperature range, it's in Fahrenheit. Now you can change it to metric or imperial units in the app. And some stuff will change over, like language as well. For example, you can get this in English or in Russian or in Chinese, whatever you want. But the weird thing is, the temperature range is always in Fahrenheit for me. And it's super, super annoying because I'm used to using Celsius. But let's dive into the app itself then, because that's where a lot more of the functionality is. So the app you can install through the App Store or through the Google Play Store. So once you have the app on your phone, you have to connect the watch to the phone over Bluetooth using the app. Don't just connect it first and then use the app, it won't work. You have to connect it through the app. And then you actually have a few things. So you can have your profile, first of all, that's the important thing. So your gender, only 2 genders. And then you just set your height, your weight, your birthday, and your measuring unit. So that's metric in my case, but it doesn't always work. And then you can just go to your homepage. So on the homepage, you can see your battery usage, the temperature, how bad the UV is outside. So for your skin, if you have like sensitive skin, that's all great. It shows you how high the air pressure is and also what your elevation above sea level is. If you have breathing problems, for example, I guess, and then it just says how many steps you've been taking, what percentage that is of your goal. Again, you can set the goal yourself. That's pretty cool. You then have energy, so the amount of calories you've been burning, your distance, and how long you've been moving for. You can also press this button with your step counter and get more detailed information about your sleep and your heart rate, all that sort of stuff. Now, I haven't been wearing this watch while I've been doing actual exercise. It is IP67, waterproof, dustproof, all that, but I don't want to get it stuck on a tree when I'm mountain biking, for example, so I haven't been wearing it. There's more cool stuff here though. So you also have a button for finding the bracelet, so it'll vibrate the watch, and it also will display a little icon here that you've lost your watch when you press this. You can also, and this is pretty cool actually, although it doesn't actually use the normal app, but if you just have your smartphone somewhere else, you can use the app and the button on the watch to take a picture. Pretty handy in some cases, but it's pretty poor quality and you can't use your normal camera app. Then you can also set which apps can give you push notifications. So I have it set to Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, all those apps, Gmail, they can all send me push notifications to my watch so that I don't always have to grab my phone. So that's pretty much very similar to what you get with Android Wear. I mean, you can't reply to your text, you can't read the whole text message or email, but it's just a notification thing, because even with a more expensive watch, and that's the reason that I'm not using an expensive smartwatch, is you still need to grab your phone if you want some actual functionality. Perhaps the coolest feature about this watch though is that the battery life is really good. I've been using this one for over a week now, so I just charged it when I first got it. It's a really annoying charger, so it's poor design on the charger, but you only have to charge it like once a week or once a week and a half. So battery life is actually really good. So then for a conclusion to this video, there's not really a conclusion. I just wanted to tell you guys that I found this $25 smartwatch and it actually works pretty well. Build quality is okay. Only one of these secondary straps fell off. So hey, that's pretty good for a $25 Chinese smartwatch. But the functionality is there. It actually works and that's all you really need. I mean, the screen isn't always on, so you do have to give it this gesture or push it if you want to really use it. And it's pretty annoying when you're sitting with your arms crossed. Sometimes your arm will push the button for really long and then it will put the watch into sleep mode, so you have to wake it up again afterwards. That sort of stuff all happens. So it's not a perfect product, but it is super cheap. So if you just want a watch which can also vibrate when you get a message, then go ahead, buy this thing. It's really awesome. There are some links in the description on where to buy it as well, by the way. Anyway, if you like this video, press that like button. If you didn't, hit the subscribe button if you want to make a video that you do like, because things are about to change on this channel. Also, look, it's vibrating. I just got a message on Fiverr because I've asked someone to design me a new logo for the channel. And that's basically it. Guys, if you want to follow this channel more, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all linked below. There's a Patreon page if you want to get me better audio, better lights, better lenses, all that sort of stuff. But for now, thank you very much for watching and I'll see you guys in the next one.